The Laramie Project 2002. This is a tragic story about the small town of Laramie. The film was released in 2002 and the story is from Wyoming. I think that's the same place as Brokeback Mountain. When 1998, a young gay man, Matthew Shepard, was brutally murdered. The fact that they were locals really shocked the town. It's such a relevant film today, considering there's still an awful lot of anti-LGBTQ sentiment out there on the internet and in political discourse. When you see this film, you realise how little has changed. Now, the primary target appears to be the trans community, trans, non-binary, and gender fluid, and queer people in general. Still, the messages are very similar. A lot of the townsfolk are in disbelief. And because the story gets a lot of publicity globally, apparently, but certainly across the USA, journalists turn up en masse for a few days in October 1998. Matthew Shepard's in a coma in hospital, and there's updates, regular press releases until they decide to stop doing that. Of course, there's a wide range of opinions. There are people who are very supportive of the queer community, the LGBT community, the gay community, but there's also a particular small religious group. I won't say their name, I've just mentioned their name, I'm going to edit that out, because there's all this toxic hatred about the people in the gay community. Some of them are terrified, some are very worried about going out, understandably. When Matthew Shepard does die, when it comes towards the time of memorial, it's the sort of climax of the film. Some of the people decide to do something very powerful. There's a project, this is what the film gets its name from, and it's based on a play. That is what makes this a really life-affirming story as well as a disturbing story. And if you go back over the decades, there's always been hatred out there. Hate is going to hate. However, there's a lot of love out there. And if you are queer, if you are gay, if you're any member of any marginalised community, there is support and love for you out there. And please stay strong. And that is the message I take away from this film. It looks at it from many different angles. There are people arguing awful things. The perpetrators argued that Matthew tried to come on to them. The court case defence, people will try and squirm out of anything. And I think it's a really worthwhile film to watch. It's really powerful. I was first told about it in 2004 by a fairly new friend who at that time I only knew via the internet. And she recommended this way back in 2004. I only got round to seeing it in 2024. But better late than never. And I really appreciate seeing it. Thank you, Jessie. She explained that it was shown in schools at that time, and maybe films explaining inclusivity. People do not choose LGBT. We are born with our identity and our sexuality, and people who doubt that, they ought to ask themselves, when did you choose to be cis, heterosexual? Now, I'm going to score this 9 out of 10. I'm going to keep this fairly short. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking if you like this video. Any constructive comments, welcome. Appreciate your support and hope to see you on Threads as well. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.